My husband went on a last date with his ex a week before our wedding just to make sure. His ex was always the one that got away, according to everyone around him. He ended things with her because he didn't see a future with her, and everyone around him was so shocked because she was so good and so beautiful. Then we met, and I soon understood that everyone on his side preferred her. He never gave me any reason to doubt him ever. He always gave me the impression that he knew exactly what he wanted. He was always secure enough, and he even told me a couple months into our relationship that he loved me, and I never thought that he was lying about it. I never used to feel like I wasn't enough to him. He is fully aware of what people think about him leaving his ex, but he always gave me the impression that he thought that they were just silly and immature. He even told his mom that I'm the one that he chose, and if she wanted to be a part of that, then she needed to clean up her act. We got married 3 years ago now, and I only just recently found out that he went on a date with her a few days before our wedding. So I guess he wanted to know that she wasn't like everyone else thought, the one that got away.
That's such a tough revelation to process, especially after thinking you were fully secure in your relationship. The fact that he made the choice to marry you and stand up for you against his family speaks volumes. But finding out about that last date could understandably shake your trust. It's one of those things where communication and understanding his intentions are key. Did he see this closure, or was it lingering doubt? Either way, you deserve clarity and reassurance to fully move forward.
I live with my boyfriend's parents, and it will forever be this way. I've been wanting to talk about this because a lot of people find it not comfortable or crazy or just not normal. And in the beginning, I thought the same way because I'm someone that really enjoys my privacy and my space. And that's the reason why I moved out of my parents' house and I had my own apartment in the city for almost 6 years. So when I first met my boyfriend and he told me this, that, well, he's an only son, he's Albanian, and in their culture, if it's an only son, he stays with his family, you know? And I was like so confused by the idea in the beginning, and I was against it. I'm like, well, that's not my culture. Like, my culture is that your partner gets you a place and you move in together after you get married, whatever. But now, after I finally let myself, I think the whole first year I was really uncomfortable, but then once I let go and tried to actually get comfortable with it, now I wouldn't take it any other way. Like, now, if for example he woke up and he was like, hey, let's move out and get our own place, I would be kind of against it. Like, I got super close with his mom, so she helps me with everything. Like, we split chores, but we don't like say you have to do this, I have to do this. It's kind of like whoever's up for it does it that day, you know? Like, I don't have to do anything, she doesn't have to do anything, but it's like natural, and it's so helpful that she's there. So on the days that I'm tired, on the days that I don't want to do anything, I can literally lay down and do nothing all day and she does everything, or vice versa. And like, his dad is always fixing stuff for me, and like it's just so convenient and it's so nice, and we became such like an inseparable family. And the thing is, like, we have our own like branch in the house upstairs, and like we have our own bathroom, we have even like a closed off terrace where we have like a huge couch, a TV, and like a coffee machine, like everything, a microwave, like everything. Like, we could sit up there all day long, but like most days we are downstairs, all of us gathered up on the couch watching TV, whatever, cooking dinner together. Like, if I don't feel like cooking, she cooks. If she doesn't feel like cooking, I cook. If neither of us, John cooks. So it's like we became such like an inseparable family, and I feel like the day that I have kids, she will make my life so much easier, and I'm so thankful for that. Like, I think it's the best thing that could have ever possibly happened to me. And sometimes when we argue, which is rare, she's there, like, to kind of tell us, oh, like, relax, like, look at this differently. Like, so like we don't argue because we live with them. I feel like it helps in so many ways. And we have our alone time, we have our privacy, we travel a lot. Like we go to Europe 2 months at a time during the summer. We go for weekend trips. Like we have our alone romantic time. But when we come home, it's nice. Like when they go somewhere, I miss them. Like I like when they're home. I like when both of them are home. It's just, I don't know. So I'm making this video in case you are in the same situation and you're kind of scared or not letting yourself try and you're just against it. Let yourself try it. Actually, I was super against it and now I love it. Like I genuinely love it. So let yourself try new things. Maybe it'll work out for you, maybe it won't work out for you, who knows. But this is my piece of advice and this is my experience. Love you.
It's amazing how cultural traditions and family dynamics can create something still beautiful and functional. You went from totally against the idea to embracing it wholeheartedly. It's clear this setup has brought you a lot of happiness and support. Plus, the way you described your bond with his mom is so heartwarming. It sounds like you've gained not just a partner, but an extended family that truly works as a team. It's such a refreshing perspective on living with in-laws.
I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. Imagine, first date with a man. You hit it off. Great energy. Date runs long. And you have a graduation party to get to. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, you want to come with me to my homegirl's graduation party? He's like, okay, yeah, sure. But I don't want to show up empty-handed, so we stop at the Target. Another green flag, because we've been hitting it off. Okay, great. We stop at Target. He gets her a card. We go to the graduation party. I introduce him to my friend. Cool. We go to my car. We're getting into my car. He's saying like, oh yeah, can you drop me off at the mall? Da 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 da. Like whatever. Fine, because he allegedly Ubered an hour to get to me because he lives far out, not in the city. This man gets in my car. All of a sudden, a woman comes up out of the blue. I don't know where this woman was. She comes up and she yanks open my passenger side door. She's like, what the F are you doing? Get up. Come with me right now. Come with me right now. Get up. Get up. You're coming with me. At first, I thought she was joking. And at first, I thought it was like she saw him from afar, thought he was fine. Came into the car, was like, you're coming with me. You're coming with me. Because he was just like, chill, chill, chill. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. Like, he's fine. Okay, period, sis. But, like, not too much. But then she gets rowdy. She's like, get out the car. Get out the car. And yanks this full-grown size man and yanks him out the car. So I'm like, oh, y'all know each other. Takes him out the car. Bella, my car, is here. Her car is here. I'm T-boned in. I cannot move. There's a car in front of me. So all I can do is sit and look in my rear view at her beating. Just beating his ass. And I'm like, I turn my music down so I can hear what's being said. I can't hear nothing, but just it's going. And I'm like, what the heck? I didn't have the word. Like, I didn't have the words. It happened so fast, and I cannot move. So I'm sitting here, waiting for her to finish his beating. Finally, they start to back up. They pull up beside me. I'm looking like this. And he goes. And they drive off. And I just didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Because clearly that's your girl. We talked about cheating. We talked about red flags. We talked about green flags. He had passed a lot of, like, he had a good head on his shoulders, I thought. We talked about cheating in 30 minutes. We talked about emotional versus physical cheating. And she picked him up and yanked him out of the passenger side. And they drove off, and then he texted me, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm coping. I'm done with men. Especially light skins. I can't.
Well, that date took a turn real quick. Imagine thinking you're hitting it off only to end up in the middle of someone else's drama. The way she yanked him out like a scene from an action movie, unreal. And then he has the audacity to text, "What are you doing?" after all that chaos? Sir, what are you doing? Honestly, the red flags weren't just waving, they were on fire.